Hello and welcome to the next Dino review. This one, a card featuring Trapjaw Tyrant you may have used before, may have forgotten it existed. Pretty fantastic art right there, but there was a little bit of talk on the stream that just ended about Trapjaw Tyrant, some questions about it, and I did mention I wanted to do a Dino review for this card. So that's what we're doing right here, right now. Some of the things you may want to consider using with this, but overall, exiling target creature whenever Trapjaw Tyrant is dealt damage, that's pretty fantastic. You just keep exiling the most problematic things. You really want to protect something like this with hexproof, indestructible, that sort of thing. So definitely making sure you have that possibility at the very least, probably a good idea. But Trapjaw Tyrant costing 3 and 2 white. That could be a little rough mana-wise. We'll get to the lands that I like to use, but first, Kinjalli Sunwing. Now, I think this could be a pretty fantastic pairing. It's also a white dino, so naturally, you're going to have lands that give you sources for white, unclaimed territory, or secluded courtyard, of course, both these creatures being dinosaurs and pits, certainly in a tribal deck. But imagine all those creatures Trapjaw Tyrant has exiled. Sometimes it's not too many, but imagine a bunch have been exiled. It's killed. And then they all just come into play, tapped. Pretty fantastic. May leave the opponent still open the following turn when it comes back around to you. So you swing for lethal still. So you can tie that into, make it not so bad if they do remove Trapjaw Tyrant. Pretty fantastic. And more creatures coming into play. Tapped, you got Rampaging Ferocidon. Maybe you've stacked 2 Rampaging, 3 Rampaging. If they kill Trapjaw Tyrant and all those creatures come back into play for the opponent, that could spell doom, danger. It could mean that they have to leave Trapjaw Tyrant up. If it gets killed, they get killed with enough Rampaging Ferocidons. So that's also something to consider. Bringing the pain with Kinjalli Sunwing and Rampaging Ferocidon here, just in case Trapjaw gets killed, which I think it's probably going to be public enemy number 1 for most opponents when they see all their stuff just disappear. Nasty. And of course, the animation, the entrance animation for Trapjaw Tyrant happens every time it exiles a creature with its enrage ability. Oh, it never gets old. Oh my goodness, it is fantastic. And then, as I mentioned, secluded courtyard. Definitely when there's anything that costs 2 colors, 2 white, that are kind of the off colors for dinos. You may be playing Boros dinos, something like that. So it might not be too difficult, but I do prefer Naya. So secluded courtyard definitely helps, having green, red, and white. That's needed. Of course, it helps give Shifting Ceratops trample, haste, reach with that ability there, but consistency, definitely. Adding the 3rd color and Trapjaw Tyrant requiring 2 white, at least secluded courtyard. But I would recommend some amount of unclaimed territory, maybe 4 as well. 4 secluded courtyard, 4 unclaimed territory. You're dealing with the opponent's creatures with a creature of your own, so you may not need as much fight spells, instants, sorceries, that sort of thing. If most of the stuff you want to do is tied to a dinosaur, tied to a creature, you could go all in, 4 secluded courtyard, 4 unclaimed territory, and just keep things nice and consistent. Yeah, that'll do it for this Dino review. Fantastic response from the previous one last night. I love doing these things, showing how I might use the cards, how you guys might use it. If you have any questions, of course, about Trapjaw Tyrant or anything else, leave a comment down below. It was pretty fantastic seeing all those comments from the last one. So, see you later. Have a good one. Remember, there is always room for improvement.